Right guys, how are we all doing, and welcome back to Peninsula Painting Project. And in today's video we are going to unbox or unbag issue 9 of Warhammer Conquest. Here it is. Now before we have a little look at this, the first thing that comes to my mind when I see this, when I saw this advertised in the previous issue that we were going to get this in issue 9, is the fact that yes, I'm a pessimist, I'm a cynic, I want to get as much value for my money. So for me personally, I would have loved to have maybe a Death Guard character now, or maybe more Primaris Space Marines. But that's just my opinion, and you know how I am, guys. I always try and give my honest opinion. But for anyone else who's subscribing to this magazine, or who's just buying it weekly from the local news agents, it's not too bad. You're still saving about £1, £2 and a penny, rather than buying this from Games Workshop direct, so that's a bonus. The magazine itself, you're getting loads of information to help the new people coming into this hobby, the beginners, helping them to learn about the game. So that is the fundamental part of this whole subscription magazine, to get new players into the game. So from an old bugger's standpoint, I'm a little bit miffed that it's more Poxwalkers. But on the other hand, if you are a Death Guard player, or if you're like me, you're continuing to build your Death Guard army, this is ideal. It is. It's just I'm a bit of a moaner, and I can stick my hands up for that. Whoop, whoop. Stick my hands up for that and admit that. So let's turn this camera around. If this video is good, give me a like, share it with your friends, leave a comment, let me know what you're doing, what armies you're doing, be it Death Guard, or be it Space Marines. Let me know if you subscribed. Whatever you want, let me know. And don't forget to subscribe. Nice one, guys. See you in a second. So guys, let's get rid of this off, the packaging off here. Get rid of the glare off here. If it will bloody open, that's the one. So, in this magazine, as we know, you get 6 Poxwalkers, 6 bases to go on those Poxwalkers. Now, these are exactly the same as the 2 previous issues, but we'll have a little look at them anyway. Let's get a bit closer. Now, as we all know, Poxwalkers can go in massive units, and they can be used for meat shields for your characters. And when you do put them in an army with Typhus, Typhus buffs them. So I suppose really, in a nutshell, it is pretty beneficial to have these in there. Right, so let's pop that to one side. I think this is going to be a short video. Let's have a look at the magazine itself. So once again, £7.99, and in this issue we will get the Poxwalkers reinforcements. A bigger battle, and Calcius fights the Poxwalkers. Okay then, so I'm guessing a new mission will be Poxwalkers versus Calcius. So some information here about the Poxwalkers. I can't actually remember whether there's been previous information about this in the predecessors, but there's a bit of information there. Is this a new story coming up? Oh, look at that demon prince there. Now, this is a beautiful demon prince. Look at that. I definitely want him for my Death Guard army. And as we can see, some more different painting schemes by the guys at Warhammer Games Workshop. So the first play company, Hive World Outbreaks, Typhus and the Herald of Nurgle. So a bit more information there, which we always like to receive a bit more information. The Fall of Speros. So the Hive cities are vast settlements, often homes to millions of citizens. The Hive city of Speros was once such a metropolis, its bursting population stuck in its daily grind of imperial life, completely unaware of the horrific disaster that was about to befall them. So yeah, another little story, which I might read later. And here is the map of the solar system. I'm trying to look at the magazine whilst looking through the camera at the top. So sorry if it just go out of sight. So the outbreaks of the war. So this is the Plague Wars, I believe. So we've got the different outbreaks here, which, you know, I didn't know anything about this, to be honest. Notable outbreaks. So currently in the current storyline of Warhammer 40k, the Plague Wars or the Plague Outbreaks is the current storyline. So that's always good to refresh yourself or even learn completely new about. New Poxwalkers, how to build, which, you know, if you've read the 2 other issues, obviously you'd know that as well. Clipper care, how to assemble them. Now, obviously, we've got all these paints now, which we can use to paint the Poxwalkers, which, you know, is pretty cool. Now, it is telling you to use Death Guard green to paint the skin, and Bugman's glow to paint the tentacles, which is quite interesting. I might have to try that myself, to be honest. Makes, you know, gives a bit more contrast, doesn't it? Because obviously, if you've got different coloured miniatures in a squad, then it'll break the squad up a little bit. And then on this side, how to paint the blue pants. Paint grenades, gold. Never seen that before. And then we've got the Endless Tide. So it's Calcius versus 12 Poxwalkers. Even though I think we've got 18 now, have we? I think we've got 18 now. And there's a bit of a rules update here. So this is more to do with assaulting, I think, now. Or the charge phase, fight phase, whatever you want to call it these days. Fighting with large units. So it's telling you about the within 1 inches of each other, which is, you know, that's a need to know. And then overwhelmed, hints and tips. There. And then fire in the hole. Frag grenades, blight launchers, diseased hordes. A bit more information, more special rules there. Subscribe at your own peril. Bit more guidance, go to Warhammer. Yeah, they will help and they're excellent at what they do. Warhammer community is strong. Warhammercommunity.com is great. So is all the Facebook groups. And this is what we get in the upcoming issues. So issue 10, I'm really looking forward to getting this. This is going to be a really good one. These little guys are best in units of 3. I think it helps their ballistic skill. Is it ballistic skill or is it weapon skill? No, I was right the first time. Ballistic skill helps. The more you have, which is 3, the ballistic skill improves. And then we've got some Primaris aggressors with the Storm Flame cannons. So that's also quite handy to have in your army as well. So overall, you know, informative magazine, miniatures, pretty much best in the business. We've got 3 of these now. I believe you get up to 20, I think, in this whole set. Or is it 30 maybe? I'm not too sure. Maybe it might be 30 actually. So expect to see more of these. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you soon. Tra.